Hey y'all, look what I got. A big fat shovel. I got a big fat rake. And look at this pile right here. Y'all know what that is? That is a pile of weeds and dirt and yuck. Look at that. I am doing I'm trying to enrich my soil this morning outside, and I'm trying to do it before the sun comes up, and you can see that the sun is almost up in my eyes, so I hadn't got long to get to work. So here's what I'm doing. I'm trying to get this flower bed right here, that one right there, enriched. I've already cut down all my zinnias in the patch. I've got this shovel right here that I have been digging. Well, this is the third day. I have to do it early in the morning because I just can't get out here in the heat of the day. I cannot do it. So right here, y'all see that pile of roots? They're just roots. Look at this. That's what was in that flower bed, roots and weeds and stuff. No wonder things can't grow. Look at that. So I am trying to, what I'm doing is I take the shovel, I dig down as deep as the shovel will go. I flip that dirt over, knock it a little bit, and get all the weeds out and the roots out. That's the main thing, to get those roots out. So after I do that all over, I take this garden rake, and I let me show you what I do. Like, for instance, I can't do it with one hand, but y'all kind of see like that right there. I do like this a while because I don't want to get the actual dirt. I just want to get those roots out of there. And so I just kind of pop it with my rake like this. And look at that. It comes out after I've dug it up. Now, it won't do that unless you do it this way. See what I'm saying? Like that. And see right there, those are hooked in there. I'm gonna have to get my shovel and go back over that spot right there. That's what I'm gonna do. And then these black piles out here, this one is potting soil, which I really didn't want. I got the wrong thing. These three are mushroom compost, and so they're real good to replenish your soil with, the mushroom compost. And so that's what I'm doing this morning, or trying to do. And I know that y'all are busy too. Some of you, it's Friday, it's game day. And so I know that y'all are getting out and doing game day stuff today, but I am going to do this. And then I'm going to go in the house and do some stuff. I've already started a load of clothes this morning, and I've got those going. And you know what? I'm thankful that I can do it. I am so thankful. And one of y'all gave me this little hat right here. I've enjoyed it so much today. So there are people who have rototillers, and they can do up their little spot real good with a rototiller. But here's my problem. I can't crank it. I can't pull hard enough to crank anything that's gas. Even my weed eater, my edger, my blower, all those are those battery kinds. So I really can't do what y'all can do. Now, if I had a rototiller, I'd have to come get somebody to come out here and crank it for me. And I have done that on my blower. I have a friend up the road. He and his wife are kind of aged like me, and I called him one day. I said, would you please come crank my blower up? Or I think it was my blower. So he came and he pulled that thing and he cranked it right off. But I cannot do that. So I need to just face the facts that I'm going to have to use something else. But here's my flower bed. Let me get back from it a little bit where y'all kind of see what I'm doing. See that area right there? I dug every bit of that up with a shovel. With a shovel, I'm telling you. And so I went to the co-op the other day. We have a co-op in our town, and I'm sure you do too. But you can buy seeds at the co-op in a scoop. They have them in big buckets. So I bought a scoop of collards, a scoop of rape, a scoop of kale, and a scoop of spinach. I didn't buy any turnip greens this time. I started to, and I thought, well, they didn't do good last year, so I'm not buying them. So I didn't buy them. I want to show y'all this collard plant. You remember the day that we cooked collards and I told you I was just going to plant the stalk? You remember that? And y'all saw it. Well, I want you to look at this. I want you to look. There were 4 little stalks. I bought a bundle of collards, okay? And so there wasn't a leaf on it, not one leaf on it when I got through cutting it all off to cook. All it was that stalk. And I want you to look. I planted those 4 stalks in this pot right here. This is an old Army mop bucket. And I want you to look what I've got. And here's the funny thing. I went to the grocery store the day before yesterday, and I was over in the, with the greens and the lettuce and all that kind of stuff, and they had cut the leaves off of all the collards and had those leaves bundled up to sell. And the stalk was not there. Now, why do you think that is? Why do you think that is? It's because if we learn how to do our own collards, we won't be buying theirs in the grocery store. That's why. So when these things get big, I'm going to come out here and cut a few leaves off because I may do it today for lunch. I'm going to saute them with onions and some sausage. That'll be a good lunch for today. But so that is what I am doing. Now, it is dry here in Andalusia, Alabama today. We need rain so bad. But it's really good for digging dirt because it's not sticking together. In other words, when I'm raking around, dust is coming up and I'm getting all the dirt. I'm leaving all the dirt and just getting all the roots out of that bed. They had a pallet of topsoil and mushroom compost and all that the other day at the co-op. That the bag had been torn and whatever. They had a really reduced price on it, but I did not get it, and because I didn't have time to put it out, and it was on a pallet, and I thought, I was in the wrong truck because I drive trucks. I don't have a car. I do not have a car, y'all. I'm a truck lady. So that truck out there is what I call my woods truck. That's what I work in. I've got my shovel and my rake and all my stuff in the back of that truck. And that way when I get ready to work, I can work. And then I've got my Sunday truck. It's in the other side of the house. That I go on trips in and I go to church in, and I take my cookbooks to different places that invite me to come, and they won't get wet because I've got one of those things that go over the top. So anyway, so y'all people who've been wanting my books, you need to remember this. I'm gonna be in Macon, Mississippi. Y'all know that. The middle of this month. I'll put it in there later to tell you where I'm going to be. I'm going to have what books I've got and everything, and we're going to have the Dancing Rabbit. That's what it's called, the Dancing Rabbit, and I'm going to be there. But until then, I am going to try to get that bed done, and I am just going to mix all those seeds that I bought. I'm going to just stir them up, sprinkle them out, rake them in, and water them good. And hopefully they'll come up and everything will be good. I even put my wind chimes out here. Somebody gave me that. And I put it in the yard. So when the wind blows, maybe it'll scare off those deer. Oh, and listen. It's getting close to the time for us to make a scarecrow. We need to make a scarecrow. Just because it's fall and get our pumpkins and put them out and do all that. But anyway, I'm going to get back to work. I'm going to go inside first and get me a little sip of water. I haven't had any breakfast yet. I thought I'd try to beat the sun, and then I'll go in and eat breakfast after I get that done. But these roots right here, I want you to look at that. They're all in here, just roots. Just absolute mess. Look at this pile of roots right here I just dug up. Look at that. Now, I'm going to shake all the dirt off of it and just throw this, in the back of my truck. I'll carry it off. I've got me a burn pile. I'll probably put it on it. And at my burn pile, while I'm talking about it, if you're burning wood like I do, you take those wood ashes and put them in your bed, and that really helps to enrich your soil. So save your, it's called potash, is what it's called, in case y'all don't know. That's what it's actually called. And so anyway, thank y'all for tuning in with me this morning on Cooking with Brenda Gantt. I know I'm not cooking, but I'm going to be cooking at lunchtime. I don't know if I'll video it. Maybe I will. Let's cook us some collards. You want to do that? Cook some collards and onions and some sausage all mixed together. That'll be a good thing. Y'all take care. Don't forget to order the coffee table book. It's at the printer right now. It's going to be here in November. You need to get your name on the list. It's under BrendaGanttBook.com. And the name of the coffee table book is The Southern Mirror. That's what it's called. All right, y'all. Wish me luck with this bed right here. I'm not going to plant flowers in it now. I'm going to plant greens for the fall. But then when spring comes, we'll plant zinnias and whatever else we want to plant in there. I'm saving my seed, my zinnia seed and all my other seeds, so we'll have those ready. Looks like a lot of people, let's see, put your coffee grounds in the garden. Yes, I do. And y'all can see some little bits of eggshells all in there. I put that in there, and any kind of leftover potato peelings and all that. I put all that in this bed. I've got a pot, and I put it in it and walk it out here and chuck it out. I do. And like rotten leaves and all that stuff, we need organic matter in our beds. We do. Don't forget the cornbread. Okay, I'll cook you some cornbread, darling. I'll cook you some cornbread. We need some cornbread, don't we? Good luck, says Aaron, and good morning, says Lisa. Love to see you every time. Love you, Miss Brenda. Hey, y'all, if you're looking at this live, go to my actual page, and Cooking with Brenda Gantt. It's got 4,200,000 people watching it. You can join us too, but you don't join. You follow. If they ask you to join, then you're at a fake site, honey. So if I say follow, then you follow, okay? Hey, Miss Brenda, this is from Teresa. Love to see you outside doing things. I know it's therapy. Yes, ma'am, it sure is therapy. I love it. I love it. Matter of fact, I just got through thanking the Lord a while ago. I was out here and there wasn't any air moving. I mean, it was still. It was so still outside. There wasn't anything. I said, Lord, please send me just a little bit of breeze. There's somebody leaving over there, y'all. Let me wave to them. They're going home. I said, please send a little bit of breeze my way. And you know, it wasn't a minute. And the cool breeze just went across my skin. It felt so good. It was so refreshing, and I feel it as I'm speaking to you right now. You know, the Lord tells us to pray for everything, to pray all the time. And so what that means is just talk to him all day. Say, Lord, I'm hungry. Help me to get inside and fix me something healthy to eat. Lord, I need a little breeze this morning. Lord, be with my grandchildren this morning. Lift them up, Lord, and help them with any situation they might come into today. Lord, be with my children. Dallas and Anna, Walt and Hannah, be with them, Lord. And be with my grandchildren. And tell the Lord to take care of them. And you know what I thought about the other day? And I was talking to Hannah about it. I mean, we pray for different people. We do. But I will say this. If a mama and a daddy don't pray for their own, who's going to do it? Who is going to do it, y'all? Y'all pray for your loved ones. Pray for them. And it may be like Miss Molly Tadlock that used to go to our church. Bless her sweetheart. She was an old lady. And every time somebody called on her to pray, she said, Lord, send us young people in our church. Send us young people. Because we know that if the church doesn't have young people, then the church is dying. The congregation is dying. And she used to pray for that every time. And a few years later, she passed on. But the Lord answered her prayer after get that now, after she passed on. He blessed our church with young people. Honey, they having babies coming and going. They're just gorgeous children and just as pretty as pie. And we love to, at children's church, we love to see them running down to go to children's church. It's a blessing. And Miss Molly's prayer was answered in God's time. Not in hers, but in God's time it was answered. And I see Mark Lowry this morning. Good morning, Mark Lowry. We're looking forward for you coming to Bethany. I know that. I hear you. I see you. He's coming the 17th. It's on Wednesday night this month. I think it's the 17th. I don't know. I'll have to look back and see. But anyway, y'all, I want you to know that to pray. And God, here's what he answers your prayer with. Yes, no, or wait on my time. So you keep praying for those loved ones. He's going to answer your prayer. It just may not be in your lifetime. Sometimes children come to the Lord after you're already gone, but you have prayed for them and you have influenced them. And so don't forget that. Just because something doesn't happen when you think it should happen doesn't mean that God didn't answer your prayer. He's going to answer it. Okay? Mark typed in again over here. He says, I'm excited. I'm excited too. I want you to sing some tunes for me, honey. That's right. All right, Patricia Hall says, good to see you. Mark Lowry says he's watching again. I see you, Mark. The church is full of babies too. Hey, listen, I know, isn't that wonderful? Those babies are the sweetest things, and I'm going to tell you what. There's nothing that smells any better than a new baby's head. I don't know. They just have a scent to them, a little baby. You just want to kiss them. It's kind of like those little new puppies. They have a special scent on them too, don't they? The little puppies. I love puppies. But you know what? They grow up. And then they're trouble. When your children grow up, you're gonna have some situations, let me tell you. It isn't all peaches and cream either. So y'all have a great day, and I see you coming on here. Are you so right? Prayer is for the young people. Yes, Lord, pray for them. Have your Bible school. Get those kids in there. Get them started. And everything. That'll be a good thing. Love y'all. Take care. I'm going to get back to this root bed right here and try to get all the roots out of it and to plant my seeds that I bought. Y'all take care and love you. And get that coffee table book ordered. Somebody wrote in the other day and said, Miss Brenda, I bought me a coffee table. So the book can sit on it. Hey, and on your coffee table, get an old one. Don't get something new. Y'all get something you can put your feet on and put your coffee on and your tea and your TV remote and your Bible. All kinds of good, a bouquet. And sit all that stuff on your coffee table. You'll love it. Y'all take care. Love you. Bye-bye.